Good morning, and thank you for joining us on this edition of Climate Change and how our generation will stop it. On this week's episode, we're going to talk about the facts, and we're also going to talk about an animal who could benefit from human beings being more aware of the aspects and the things we do in our daily lives. According to our textbook, global climate change is a systematic change in aspects of Earth's climate, such as temperature, precipitation, and storm intensity. I don't know about you, but that definition is alarming. According to NBC2 News, May in Punta Gorda in Fort Myers has been the wettest it's been since the early 1900s. 100 years ago. We broke a record from 100 years ago in a matter of 4 weeks. We went from one extreme drought to being extremely wet in 4 weeks. Doesn't that seem a little odd to you that one extreme to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next? Hasn't somebody figured there's a pattern or something? The next few clips you're going to see in this episode is my outside adventure on spotting the burrowing owls in my neighborhood. I feel these clips are important to add to this episode because it'll show you what I feel is a species being impacted by climate change the most. The burrowing owls are owls that live in Southwest Florida that's habitats being destroyed by people building, by big companies coming in, and their habitats are also being destroyed because they live underground. If it rains, they flood. The water that they drink is being contaminated. The species that they eat are being contaminated. They can't find them. Humans can help, and we need to. We need to save our planet. So, funny story, as I was doing research for this class and a project that we were doing, I came across a burrowing owl site and how you can adopt an owl and ways to preserve and protect them. One of the things I had found is you can dig a hole in your backyard and it can be where the owls live. So, me being me, after calling my boyfriend at work and harassing him, asking, hey, can we adopt a burrowing owl? His prompt answer of no, because we have so many that live near our house, we practically have adopted them already. And no to building them a hole in our backyard, because again, we live near so many burrowing owls that practically at this point we've already adopted them. So we're back to square one. How are we as a society and as a population and as a generation going to combat climate change and combat the ever-changing environment and the ever-changing world we live in? Making this video and taking this class has made me really think about the impact us as a generation has on the world. Before taking this class, I used to think there's nothing I can do, I can't do anything, the world's just gonna be in chaos. I think taking this class was eye-opening. It was eye-opening to see how much I, my family, my friends, my household affect the environment. Since taking this class, since making this video, we have decided that we are going to have a garden. We have 3 garden boxes outside. While it might not be much to most people, it's helping cut down on the trips to the grocery store we're making. We're not running to Publix every 5 minutes because we ran out of green beans, or we don't have tomatoes, or there's no mint in the house for whatever weird thing we're cooking that week. We've learned to turn the dishwasher on only when we need to. We've learned not to do laundry every other day. We've learned to plant a tree every once in a while, because sometimes you need to plant a tree. I've learned to take back and look at nature and have more respect for the things that this world gives me. I've always loved the burrowing owls, but after this assignment, after a couple other assignments, I've learned to love them even more. Do I think we're gonna do I think we're gonna fight global warming with this glass and fix climate change? No. Do I think videos like this are gonna show somebody, hey, we probably should? I hope so. But if there's anything that I can take away from this assignment in this class, in everything we've been doing, is my little effects in the little things that I do in my life can help. While it may not change it, it can help it. If we prolong the process, we're doing something. Am I going to get to build that hole in the backyard for those burrowing owls? No. Am I going to adopt a burrowing owl through a website at Cape Coral? No. Am I going to stop and look at the little chickies every time I'm driving home? Of course. Am I going to stop and look and make sure the owls are okay when it rains? Of course. Can I learn something? 100%. As my mom used to say, and what still sticks with my sister and I, is it's the small things. It's the little steps. So if you took anything away from this episode today, it's even the small things you're doing, even the small things can help save the bigger picture. If you tell one friend, hey, why don't I get you a reusable water bottle? And they tell their friends, and they tell their friends, and they tell their friends, we're eliminating the plastic we have in the world. Thank you for taking the time, for sitting through this film festival and watching this video. I know it wasn't very entertaining. I'm sorry. I know there was no attractive people. There were no dinosaurs. There was no Chris Pratt. There was nothing except me talking to my laptop and my phone and showing you an animal on this planet that I absolutely love. Thank you.